a display of Russia's military might released by its defense ministry. Moscow says these pictures show the targeting of military facilities in northern and western Ukraine.
As a result of aerial rocket strikes and artillery forces, over 780 nationalists, 8 tanks, and other armored combat vehicles, 3 Uragan multiple rocket launchers, 10 field artillery weapons and mortars, and 13 special equipment vehicles were destroyed.
The attacks are believed to have hit military bases and training camps just hours after Ukrainian forces announced their withdrawal from the embattled eastern city of Sieverodonetsk. Russia says it also hit a number of targets along the front lines in the east. Yes, some of those missiles were launched from the Black Sea. Others were fired from inside Belarus. Now, Ukrainian officials here say that indicates that Moscow is trying to drag its ally into this conflict. It's a cause for concern for many people here in Kiev, which is only 150 kilometers from that border. Ukraine's capital has just begun experiencing a return to normalcy, albeit an uneasy one. But the economic consequences of this war is being felt around the world. With fuel and gas shortages in Europe, along with food and grain shortages farther beyond. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson says Ukraine may reluctantly be nudged to make a peace deal with Russia.
Too many countries are looking at this thing now and saying this is a European war that is unnecessary, it's an economic problem that we don't need. And so the pressure will grow to try to encourage, coerce maybe the Ukrainians to a bad peace. Now, we can't be... I think just generally the sentiment will be, I don't want to, I think there's a general sentiment. The risk is that people will fail to see that it is vital to stand up against aggression.
Hungary has already suggested rolling back sanctions against Russia in return for negotiations. But Johnson warns that the consequences of the international community backpedaling on its position against Russia are dire for global security and the economy. He says it would also not be in Ukraine's interest and would be a glaring failure of the international system. Rahul Radhakrishnan, TRT World, Kiev, Ukraine.